You're welcome to New Focused Approach to Mathematics Basic 9. This is the revised edition. In this lesson, we want to learn how to apply commutative properties to properties of both addition and multiplication to solve problems. This lesson can be found in page 30 of your book. Now let's start with commutative property of addition. What is commutative property? Commutative property is trying to say that no matter the order of operation, if the order of operation doesn't matter, but you still multiply or add and get the same result, then we say commutative property is taking place. For example, if we say commutative property of addition and I have 3 plus 4, I know it's going to give me 7. What about if I do 4 plus 3? Will I get the same 7? The answer is yes. If it is yes, then we can say addition is commutative. If I say 3 plus 18, could that be the same as 18 plus 3? 3 plus 18 is 21. 18 plus 3 is 21. Since left hand side is the same as the right hand side, then we say addition is commutative. Now, what if I say 7 minus 4? Will it be the same as 4 minus 7? Okay. 7 minus 4, we know that is 3. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. This is not equal to that. So we can say subtraction is not commutative, right? And so for addition to be commutative, then left hand side should be equal to right hand side, right? Now, how do we apply this in solving questions? Let's say I want to add, say, 18 plus 7 plus 2. Now, with the concept of commutative, I know I can easily do 18 plus 2, which will give me 20, before adding the 7 to get 27. Now, because of the concept of commutative property, I can do the calculation this way. Or if I have to add a lot of numbers like maybe 17 plus 5 plus 3 plus 25. If I want to do this in few seconds, I can apply the concept of commutative property of addition, because I see the addition of these 4 numbers can be very easy if I do 17 plus 3, then 5 plus 25. Of course, 17 plus 3 will give me 20, and then 5 plus 5, 5 plus 25 will give me 30. Then later I can add the 2 to give or to get 50. Now, if I want to move straight this way, maybe it will be a bit complicated, but then if I'm smart enough to know commutative property, I can group them and then add them up together. Now, let's look at commutative property of multiplication. For multiplication, we are saying that assuming I have 3 times 4, I know the answer will be 12. What if I do 4 times 3? I'll still get 12. So we'll say that multiplication is commutative, since the order of multiplication does not matter. Whether it's 3 times 4 or 4 times 3, we get the same answer. So we say multiplication is commutative. Okay, what if I have 10 divided by 5? 5 divided by 10. Would they be the same? 10 divided by 5 will give me 2. 5 divided by 10 will give me half. Since the left hand side is not equal to the right hand side, here we'll say division is not commutative. And so, in a nutshell, what we are trying to say is that multiplication is commutative, addition is commutative, subtraction is not commutative, and division is not commutative. Right. So, again, if I have 5 times 2 and I have 2 times 5, You realize that 5 times 2 will give me 10, 2 times 5 will give me 10. And so we'll say multiplication is really commutative. How do we apply this in solving questions? Let's say you know how to multiply any number by 5. For example, if I say 5 times 12, you know the trick is that if you divide 12 by 2, you will get 6 and you attach 0, and that becomes the answer. 5 times 18, you divide 18 by 2, it gives you 9. You attach 0, and that becomes the answer. Now, if you know the trick in multiplying a number by 5, and later I ask you to do 18 also times 5. Okay, you don't know any trick in multiplying 18 times a number. But once you know how to multiply a number by 5, quickly reverse this as 5 times 18 and then go through your process in multiplying by 5, and that will give you the 90. And so in application, we can always use commutative property in solving questions. Let's say, for example, you know that anytime you multiply a number by 11, okay, the trick you know is that you will open 5 and 4 apart, add the two numbers, put it in between, and that becomes your answer. So if you are faced to multiply, let's say 34 times 11, since you know the trick in doing 11 times any number, just reverse the process and say instead of 34 times 11, I'm going to do 11 times 34. And knowing the trick, I open 3 and 4 apart, I add the two numbers, I put that in between, and that becomes the answer. And so with the idea of commutative property of multiplication, you can always solve real life problems. Thanks so much for watching.